Hey guys, welcome to The Strong Young Man. Today I'm going to cover a very interesting hormone called human growth hormone. The overall function of human growth hormone is to provide adequate nutrients for ATP synthesis and protein synthesis. Human growth hormone is a counter-regulatory hormone that affects fat cells, skeletal muscles, bones, and the liver. It acts on the fat cells to break them down, releasing fatty acids into the blood, which can be used by the muscles to make ATP. It acts on the liver to synthesize new glucose to release into the blood, which can also be used by the muscles to make ATP. It acts on the muscles to increase glucose and amino acid uptake, which will increase protein synthesis and help you build more muscle tissue. It also acts on the bones to increase glucose and amino acid uptake, which will increase protein synthesis and increase your bone mineral density. Growth hormone is made in the body by the pituitary. Many physiological stimulators and inhibitors affect its release. Stimulators of human growth hormone include, but are not limited to, deep sleep, high glucagon, low blood sugar or hypoglycemia, protein consumption, most specifically the amino acid arginine, acute stresses that produce a hormetic effect such as cryotherapy and saunas, fasting and high-intensity exercise. Inhibitors of human growth hormone include, but are not limited to, high blood sugar or hyperglycemia, high free fatty acids in the blood, chronic stress, and dihydrotestosterone. Looking at the benefits associated with high levels of human growth hormone and the obvious negatives associated with the inhibitors of human growth hormone, what's to stop us regularly injecting ourselves to achieve these benefits? Well, some side effects of excessive use and abuse of human growth hormone include growing a bigger heart, growing bigger internal organs which can contribute to a distended midsection, growing bigger hands and feet, growing a bigger head and nose with misshaped face and skull, including the eventual development of horns. High human growth hormone levels also result in a shorter lifespan. Acromegaly, the disorder that makes the body make too much growth hormone, kills people prematurely. High levels of human growth hormone also cause them more health problems. Conversely, dwarfism, caused by a genetic mutation of the human growth hormone receptor gene, prevents the human growth hormone signaling from reaching the receptor sites. This causes dwarfs to live longer because they are not subject to the growth-promoting effects of human growth hormone. They also have immunity to diabetes and cancer. If you are short, take comfort in the fact that on average you will have a longer lifespan. This is because taller people have a greater number of cells that can become malignant. Simply put, there is a trade-off between growth and longevity. The more the body is exposed to growth, the shorter the lifespan. This is part of the reason why bodybuilders have such a low life expectancy. If they make it to old age without dying from cancer or health problems, they will have a reduced lifespan simply by being in a state of growth for most of their life. The same goes for obese people. Injecting human growth hormone will kill you faster, most likely through one of the following ways. Cancer. Human growth hormone promotes all kinds of growth, including cancer. Diabetes. High levels of human growth hormone will mean high levels of glucose are in the blood, and this will eventually result in the development of type 2 diabetes. Heart disease. Human growth hormone increases fluid retention and hence blood pressure, which puts excess stress on the heart. It will also increase the size of the heart. Anytime human growth hormone is injected into your body, it's not good for you. Neither is taking something that manipulates your body into producing more human growth hormone when it doesn't need it. This includes growth hormone secretagogues, including tesamorelin, ipamorelin, hexarelin, or MK677. However, if a high level of human growth hormone is produced within the body, it has all the positive effects that growth hormone brings without the negative side effects. This is because the body counteracts the negative effects of human growth hormone by regulating other bodily functions. The dangers of having high levels of human growth hormone are balanced out by the activities that stimulate high levels of human growth hormone. For example, fasting raises human growth hormone but also kills cancer cells through autophagy and a boosted immune system. High-intensity exercise raises human growth hormone but also reverses insulin resistance in the muscle and the liver. Having lower blood sugar lowers blood pressure and puts less stress on the heart. By injecting human growth hormone, you are artificially increasing your body's levels, rather than increasing it by the natural means that offset the negatives. This is the real reason why you should not inject human growth hormone. Proceed at your own risk. If you do decide to inject human growth hormone, then do things properly. Keep an eye on blood pressure, fasting glucose and fasting insulin levels, as well as the potential that you could be feeding a tumour. I recommend you increase your human growth hormone levels naturally. The best way to achieve this is through fasting, cryotherapy, saunas, and high-intensity exercise. As mentioned previously, human growth hormone helps to increase fat loss, increase muscle growth, and increase bone mineral density. Other positive effects of having high natural levels of human growth hormone include having more energy, getting a more restorative, deeper sleep, having better skin, and delaying the aging process. To bring it all together, I do not recommend you take human growth hormone injections to supplement your natural levels. The consequences of exogenous administration of human growth hormone to the body will catch up with you eventually. None of these issues occur when the body regulates its own level of human growth hormone properly, and so I highly recommend maximising your natural levels of human growth hormone through these environmental and metabolic pathways in order to reap the benefits that this hormone brings. Thanks for watching today's episode. In episode 76, I'll talk about why you must look after your posture. Subscribe and click the bell icon to be notified when it drops. Catch you then.